Alright, here we go. We have Game 2 between Akroz and Valinor for Tipsy 3000's 1v1 February ladder. Iron Man ladder. So, we are here on Simple. Akroz has chosen the left side because he did go down the first game. Valinor is up 1-0 right now. And typical Dillo, probably T-capture openings here. Valinor going with the soldiers this time. And always good-mannered with the GLHF. Valinor has two Seekers in queue here, with two Dillos also. And Akroz with the Fixers. That's strange. No, he does cancel them. Valinor going straight for Akroz's forward. He will get this, but just like in the Bossy and Insomniac game, it will go neutral very, very quickly. Valinor does get his units to take down Akroz. Akroz's units are going to go straight for this outpost, and there will be a lot here. This outpost is still neutral. Valinor does go down right there, and Akroz is not able to take down to reclaim his outpost yet. Valinor respawns, picking up soldiers. He is probably going to go straight back for that outpost. Akroz with the creeps here. This outpost is still neutral and is not going to be controlled quite yet. There is two lights up for green. Valinor trying to chase down Akroz there, but not really practical. Akroz sending more Dillos here on capture. And Valinor now going back and falling back to his forward. Now standard will start. And Akroz positioning his armadillos there, very close to the ledge there, which is pretty vulnerable against bomber low ground attack. Has Fixers in queue, Valinor with the artillery in queue instead. And Akroz putting down the Fixers there that will do a lot of heal and a lot of salvage, as Fixers are the best cost to heal ratio. And Akroz putting down the Seeker, very standard when you're playing against the bomber. You need the anti-air just as when you're playing a saucer. And this mid is just staying neutral. There are so many units from each side, and it will keep this outpost neutral regardless of if anyone is able to actually get 4 infantry in there before any bulbs go down. Now Akroz is going for Valinor's main. He does put it on the front door and sets it to attack. Valinor will have to respond to this. Very good for Akroz right there. Valinor does come back and get this. Akroz shooting from the low ground, but there is a Seeker there to just smack him, but he does get level 3. Will he get away? Valinor does see that he has low health, and Akroz backs into his units and does force Valinor away. And Valinor with a lot of artillery here, but a lot of his units actually did go down. Akroz putting down some Dillos on the other side of the fort. They are kind of going to waste here, as I do not think they are taking anything with them. Now both players bringing a lot of combination of anti-air and ground units here. And Akroz bringing a lot of his Dillos to the other side of this outpost. That is probably not a good idea, especially because all of Valinor's units are concentrated right there, and more of green units will go down than blue units. And Valinor with a Patcher has a good combination there of units, but his health is going down very fast. He does go down to all those units, and Akroz now has an opening to take mid. Valinor is respawning right now. He has 2 Dillos in queue. Akroz also goes down 2 enemy units, and now and beating himself up over that. Now respawning has a lot of runners in queue. Valinor with the bombs taking down a lot of armadillos, especially the ones on his side of mid. But this mid does go green. Akroz will start ferrying a lot of units over from his side of mid to the blue side, and he does just that. And there are 2 Dillos in queue. He is trying to reinforce, but Valinor has a good amount of units himself. His artillery is gone, and now Akroz has a pretty good hold on mid. There are no artillery up for either team, for either player right now. and Akroz queuing the fixers, but he does go down in that exchange. Valinor was focusing him down along with his Seekers. And now Valinor out with an artillery. Akroz finally respawning now. He has fixers in queue. He will put them down in front of his outpost to get just more support. But there are a lot of artillery. There are 2 artillery out for Valinor. Akroz did try to melee them down, but Valinor was able to micro them and get them out before Akroz was able to finish them off. And now he has 3 artillery firing right in mid. I do not think Akroz has any I do not think he has any jammers in his loadout. Now continually dropping fixers, but all this AoE is going to just smash these armadillo. There are too many artillery out here, too many Archies. There are 3, and Valinor does go down. Akroz does take him down. First blood. Oh no, Valinor takes down Akroz, and Valinor gets taken down by Akroz's units. So that was an interesting exchange there. It did seem like Akroz had that kill, but Akroz has a grinder now. He has dropped it right in front of all Valinor's units. Almost goes down there. This grinder is not even smoking yet. Oh, okay, now it is smoking gray, smoking black. Valinor will take it down, as Akroz did go down to those Seekers missiles following him back to that outpost. Valinor queuing up a grinder of for himself. Akroz coming back with 2 grinders in queue. If I were Akroz, I might start evacuating my units from that side of mid, just because it's under such heavy fire from all those artillery that Valinor has, and now grinders are coming out. Akroz doing the hidden bottom of the map push on simple. Valinor probably noticed that he was sort of missing, and he's going backwards there. Valinor will see it now. He does probably see these green tanks coming up on his side of the map, but he has not responded yet. Okay, now he finally responds, and there are a lot of units here for Akroz. Akroz is here. He is bombing Valinor. Valinor will heal at his base, but there are so many units here for Akroz. Will Valinor be able to defend? He has no units here. He only has 1 grinder in queue. Akroz needs to micro these units all around Valinor's base, because Valinor will be able to use the bomber's AoE to just smash all of these tanks that are all in the same spot. And instead, Akroz decides to hit this grinder from behind, and all of his units are gone. The grinder is the only thing left in that battle, and now Akroz is just shooting in with Mantis Strike to get whatever other damage he can get in. Now Valinor is queuing up Seekers to defend. Akroz is doing his dance around the fort, and Valinor is just doing his micro dropping over and over again. Now he has 2 Seekers out, but Akroz isn't back. He does springboard off of that. Oh, but he does get shot down by Valinor. And now the mid is completely greenless. There is just only blue units here. Akroz respawns. He has full queue of Dillos, but there are too many units over here, and the unit composition here is much stronger than when Akroz had mid. Valinor has grinders, Dillos, and Seekers, along with a bunch of support patchers. Akroz is trying to do bombing, cannot get much off, especially because there are a lot of Seekers, and Valinor was there to support. And now Valinor starts to bring the Dillos to Akroz's close side. And he starts putting them in the valley in between the 2 outposts. This Seeker is shooting up into it. Akroz looks like he's about to. He's moving his Dillos behind these cliffs. Valinor is doing the leapfrog himself, and I guess Akroz is sort of retreating to his close, because his forward looks pretty lost. There are so many units over here for Valinor, and there are 2 Dillos left over there. Oh no, it was a Dillo and a Seeker. But now Akroz is making a strange diagonal line here along the cliff area, and he is bringing 2 Dillos over to Valinor's main. Oh, but there's a lot of secrets here, and Akroz is not going to be able to micro them around, and Valinor just has to get his mech in the way, along with the help of another Dillo, and that was sort of a nullified drop. And now, bringing the rest of his units up, he is starting to move in. He has those grinders set to, I believe, capture. This stray Dillo here does get taken down by his bombs, and I'm not sure what are they set on. And Akroz has a lot of units here as well. He is setting them to attack, I believe. Except Valinor is so much closer than Akroz. Look, all these Dillos are already here. These Dillos, however, are set on capture, so they will not go for the main. They will not go for Akroz's fort. This one grinder, however, which is kind of strange. I would have probably sent a Dillo instead of a grinder to the fort. But Valinor does drop, is starting to slash up these units. He takes down 3 just by himself, 4. And there is still this line of units here. Akroz does go down again. Valinor does chase him down, and I think finished him off with bombs. And there is just this conga line of incoming death, because this bottleneck on this side of Simple, especially this bridge, he's just going to leave grinders there, and that will probably take care of it. And this close now does belong to Valinor. The whole map belongs to Valinor. Akroz is just here putting as many Dillos down as he can to defend his own base, but there are too many units here for Valinor, and Valinor is microing them all around his base, so a wall for Akroz really is not going to completely defend well enough. And Valinor drops another grinder along with bombs. There is a lot of DPS going down here, and Akroz has no choice but to just try to block with all the Dillos that he can, but now his life is pretty much gone. And that is a GG. That is the end of game. Valinor takes this series 2 wins to none against Akroz. Very good series. This is RUI, and that's game. See you next time.